Here we are, 89A, Highway 89A. This is Elliot Fishman.
Oh.
I'm Sam, howdy.
Sedona National Park.
We're approaching Sedona, but we just stopped at this national park to take a few pictures and take a few videos, maybe play a little hack sack. I'm not that good really, but you know, I do a little bit. So anyway, don't know if we're gonna do a hike or if we're just gonna continue down into you know, Sedona and then Jerome and then Prescott and then Occosanti and then finally down to Tucson, where it's supposed to be about 70 degrees. That's in Fahrenheit. That's about it. This is the first video sans Jonathan.
John.
So, anyway.
Ciao.
Ciao. Happy Sunday.
Well, up there, all poured concrete, was built in 1895. Yeah.
So, do we have to use the back door?
Well, you don't look like hippies to me. You're not old enough to be hippies. That was one of the things. We came here 46 years ago, and right after we got here, they started putting those signs up around town.
Those are funny.
And the thing was, there were less than 40 people living here.
In
Now,
1970?
1966.
Wow.
And how many hippies can you people can you panhandle when there's only 5 cars a day coming through? There was nothing going on
Still
here.
tried, huh?
The only quote so-called hippies were ones that were rich kids from families. They sent them here to stay away from the house, figuring that there wasn't anybody around. They wouldn't get popped for smoking.
Yeah. So do you live here?
Yeah.
No?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
You live downstairs?
No, we have a big apartment. We had a restaurant here for 32 years. And we were rated in the top 100 in the United States.
I believe it.
And didn't have a queer waiter. I'm really tough.
Yeah? Who's the cook? You or your...
Well, it was European style. I broke my hip and my leg when I was 77, and bicycling. And the doctor said I'd never walk again, so we without a walker, so we closed the restaurant. And that was 11 years ago. See, I'm a lot older than you think I am. And I ride my bike to Sedona and back every morning.
You're kidding.
Holy...
That's amazing.
No, it isn't.
To Sedona.
And back.
Oh, okay. All right.
back.
It's 46 miles.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's really good.
And that's in less than 3 hours, too.
Every morning.
Yeah. I go on longer rides on quite often on weekends.
What time do you wake up?
Usually about 3 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed?
About 10. What do you think I'm doing? Lay around all night long thinking dirty thoughts? You're better off to get up and think dirty thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I compete in all the senior Olympics. I race against 55-year-olds because they haven't been married long enough to understand pain. So they're easy to beat up on. So you got to do something. We live in a society where people look for excuses not to do anything. I can't take pictures because I don't have a good enough camera. Bullshit. Take pictures with the camera you have and work with it and do something with it. Don't go going down to Walmart and having them print them for you and then think it's your fault that the picture wasn't any good. But I mean, we make excuses for everything. It's too hard to get up in the morning. I got a stomach ache. I got gas. Who cares? Why not eat a little slower? Why do you have to take a handful of pills for everything? All you're doing is supporting the doctors and the pharmacists. I don't take anything, not even a vitamin pill.
Really?
Yeah.
And then how do you eat?
I eat bread that I make myself.
Really?
Real bread.
How often do you make it?
A couple times a week.
Nice.
My dog won't even eat store bread. People will give her a piece of bread and she'll take a look at it. No, real food.
Yeah.
We live in a world where people don't eat real food. And they're happy as they slowly swell up.
Yep.
So bread and what
Bread,
else?
meat, fish. I don't eat vegetables.
No vegetables.
No.
Why not?
Well, I've never met a healthy vegetarian, that's why. Have you?
I think so.
No, you haven't. In fact, that one guy, Paul McCartney, his wife was a vegetarian, and they formed a bicycle team in Europe about 8 years ago. That you had to be a vegetarian to be on the team. Now that's an expensive operation. It's $3-4 million just for the team. In 3 years, they never won one single stage race, let alone a race.
So they need to eat meat.
And then they disbanded. See, it's further proof I'm right. We're all different. Some people can eat vegetables and get by with it, some people can't. So why would you force yourself to eat something you don't like?
Yeah. You don't kill the animals yourself, do you?
Well, I was raised on a ranch. When I was that high, I learned how to slaughter cows.
Nice.
In fact, that kids should learn to do that. They wouldn't think that meat comes from the grocery store in a package. Or if they had to go out and pick vegetables and fruit off a tree, maybe they would appreciate it a little more. Actually have something right.
For
But
sure.
see, we don't see that anymore, do we? The little kids go to school and they never learn to read. Other than what's lit up on a screen for them. And then that's all abbreviated because the idiot typing it can't spell or read either.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I collect all this stuff.
This is awesome. Are we
Well,
allowed
thank
to?
you. I call them yard effects.
We go down and look in there.
No, otherwise I'd have to pay more insurance.
Um,
So that's why I can't do that.
cool. So do all these things mean something
Everything has
special
a
to you?
story. Sure. I've been all over these mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most guys your age wouldn't get out of the car to walk anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you print your own pictures?
Do I print them?
Yeah.
No, this is digital.
Just digital cameras.
Well, you can't run it off a computer and print
You
it.
could. Yeah,
Yes, you
I
could.
could do it if I.
I taught myself
If I
how to
so
do
desired.
it, and I'm not smart.
Yeah.
You're smart.
I get these guys all the time that have been to computer school and everything, and I have some big prints. I've taken pictures of the mountains and stuff, and they'll look at the picture. Who did that? I said, I did. Who printed it? I did. Well, how did you do it? I don't remember.
Beats me.
See, you got to use your age to your benefit. Yeah. I had a couple of those real obnoxious fat ladies here one day. I was coming out of the yard, didn't have my hat on. And they looked at me, and it was real loud and real slow. Said, "Do you live here?" I said, "I think so." And they said, "What do you do here?" So I hump ladies' legs, and they left me alone. Why not have some fun? Why do they think because you're elderly you're supposed to be stupid
Slow,
and not have a sense of humor? Think about it.
Yeah. So what do you like to do besides bike to Sedona? What do you do during the day?
I make all the prints and stuff for the shop and work on bicycles. I find old bikes and rebuild them and give them to kids that don't have any money, need them. But then I put a speedometer on them. And I check it about every 4 to 6 weeks. If they don't ride the bike, I take it back.
Nice.
So they ride their little asses out. And then the parents can't understand why the kid is active.
And healthy.
Because he's doing something. He's having a good time. I mean, what is it? If you go out and you do this, you go out and walk around, take pictures, do whatever. You do something together. You're having a good time doing it. Instead of sitting there and saying, "Oh God, damn, I have to go outside. You know, it's not going to be warm out there. I might get cold." You got to go out and stir up some shit.
Yeah, it's good advice.
You have to. That way they remember you. They might not like you, but they remember you. Just and make sure that their legs are small enough you can get your arms around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, them big legs are hard to hump.